Hello. I wish it was a good day, but it is not a good day in the world of Commodore. For I heard just yesterday that Sid Bolton, whose picture is here from his Facebook page, has left the world. Sid was a top video game collector in Canada. Also, he is the curator of a great museum in Brantford, Ontario called the Personal Computer Museum. And I had always heard of it, and unfortunately I had not had a chance to get out there to see it until just earlier this year in March, when they had a celebration of the life of Jim Butterfield, which was a wonderful event. Jim's wife came, and there were lots of people, and they had machines from his collection and artifacts from his collection, and even his slide rule. And Sid had very carefully gone about the process of getting all this stuff and getting it there and getting it presentable and presented. And now Sid is gone. And I don't know what to say. He was a vast force, and it wasn't just in the Commodore computer world. The museum has all sorts of machines, Pong machines, Kim things, IBM PCs and clones and Apple and game machines and everything you can imagine. And thankfully, these items were saved from dumpsters and e-waste days, and it was all presented. You go in and you could sit down and you can play some of these old games and look at the old machines. And for those that don't have them anymore, take a trip down memory lane. And for those of us that still have some around, look at the different versions of the machines and wish that we had held on to some more of our stuff. And actually, my brother and I went down there, and Richard had found a hockey jersey with a Commodore logo on it, and we passed it on to Sid, and I don't have it handy, but there is a picture of Sid and Richard and I with the jersey in the corner of the museum on the main floor. And as far as I know, that's probably the only picture that exists that has the three of us in it. And now he has left the world of Commodore. Anyway, it's a very sad day for people that are not aware of all that he has done and all that he has saved and his good deeds and donating computers to those that need them, and then the massive archive of various games. And he spoke he spoke about a lot of them when he took us on the tour, chasing his three little dogs away. But Dragon's Lair, he has the most complete collection anywhere, anytime, any place of that game. But his collection is vast. It's like walls and walls, and he was my inspiration for kind of getting things sorted out. He had a T-shirt on at the museum that said, "It's not hoarding if it's organized." And probably from the little bits of slices of existence you've seen in the videos I've done, you can tell that I'm not organized. I would like to be, and I'm starting to get organized. And why? Well, because the museum inspired me to do so. And now it's curator and founder and a very special person in the the IT world is gone. And I don't know what the future will hold for all the good work that he did and all that he collected. But right now, no time to think of that. I do not know. I've not heard of when any services or memorials or anything will be held. But I'm sure that will come soon. But anyway, it is a very, very, very incredibly sad day. Actually, it's been now, I think I said 11 years since Jim Butterfield died. And I think in terms of the vintage computer and gaming collectors, this is probably the most significant loss that we have felt in a very long time. So, if anybody, Google the Computer Museum, look at the Facebook page. I know his wife is always also on Facebook, and stay tuned for any news on when and where things will happen and what. Anyway, I don't know exactly how old Sid was, but I would guess somewhere in his 40s. So he has been taken far too soon, far too young, and it is indeed an incredibly tragic day. Anyway, I don't think I have much more to add to that. Farewell, Sid. I will still use your wisdom and your inspiration to become organized. A hoarder I will always be, but I will be organized, and I will always miss you. I would like to think at this moment that you and Jim Butterfield are sitting around somewhere, probably in front of a Commodore 64 with a couple of joysticks, playing Mule. And if you don't know what Mule is, no explanation is possible. Anyway, good night, Sid.